Hi, welcome. I'm Sonia. This video is going to be about why it is... Uh-oh, I see a dog. That's my dog, Jax, that just like snuck by. Oh, there he is right there in the corner. Oh, he's itching his ear. He says, hi everyone, I'm Jax. I am very cute and itchy at the moment because it's hot and he gets itchy when it's hot. Anyway, what in the hell was I talking about? What did I write down was going to be the video? The downside of being limitless. Yes. You are a limitless being. You are God of your reality. You can literally do whatever you want. The downside of that is you're limitless. You can do whatever you want. I know that sounds dumb, but think about it. Your thoughts create your reality. That is the basis of manifestation. That is the basis of how everything you're experiencing is being determined by how you're thinking about it. Which means that you can think about any situation however the fuck you want to. Literally. However you want to. That's a big ask for people if you're like I was, getting into walking away from law of attraction, jumping into law of assumption and being like, you can do whatever you want. I couldn't comprehend it. So I did kind of what I was doing in law of attraction, was trying to get more information. I don't understand. This person says this, but that person says this, but this and that and this and that. And yes, because that's their experience. And as a limitless being, that is what they have chosen works for them. And that's how it works for them. And if you decide, oh, that's going to work for me too, guess what? It's going to work for you too. It took me a long time to understand what it means to be limitless. And I feel like I'm still finding ways that I'm like, oh, I'm limiting myself there. Oh, I'm limiting myself there because I was never raised to pay attention to what's happening in my head. I didn't think I had any control over what's happening in my head. It's not true. I know that, there's a lot of theories and a lot of whatever. I'm not talking about what other people think. I'm talking about my experience, my opinion, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, things I wish I would have known, things I didn't understand, trying to explain them in a way that I wish somebody would have explained it to me so that I could understand. In your own head, once you become aware, and if you weren't aware, if you're wondering, am I aware? If you weren't, you wouldn't be watching this. The fact that you're 3 minutes into this video and you're still watching me, you're aware. You've realized something. Maybe you're at the very, very beginning of your journey and you're not sure what the fuck you've realized or what you're aware of. Or you've been doing this for a while and you know you're aware, but you still don't get it, right? It doesn't matter. If you're watching this, you have this awareness. You are awareness. You can at any moment catch yourself and be like, whoa, okay. I just had this thought. I just had this memory. I just had this vision of the future. I just had this worry or this doubt or this fill in the blank, whatever's happening in your head, right? We have a bajillion things happening all day in our head. At any moment, you can stop it and go, okay, I know I've had that thought a million times, but it doesn't serve me and I don't like it. So regardless of how much evidence, how much stuff is happening in front of my face, I'm going to choose that I don't care. I don't care how, I'm not thinking that thought anymore. That is no longer true. For me, the one that's coming up was something I used to tell myself all the time. And I was like, oh, once you become aware of it, you can't not become aware of it anymore. It changes you. It's like, if you've ever seen How I Met Your Mother, There's an episode of How I Met Your Mother. I couldn't tell you anything else about it except they're like telling the rest of them about things that other characters in the show are doing, and the rest of them are like, oh, I've never noticed that before. And then there's like the glass breaking, and then that's all that they can see about that person is that thing that they didn't notice before, but somebody pointed it out to them, so now they realize it. That's this. Like, once you realize you're doing this, you're gonna see yourself doing it more and 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 more. The thing I used to tell myself all the time, I hate my life. I hate my life. Something would happen, I hate my life. It was so unconscious that I didn't notice I was doing it. And I didn't realize before, I realized that my thoughts and have any say in what's happening in my life. I would just go to that thought naturally. I hate my life. Oh, I hate my life. So what I started doing is, people call it affirming. I don't like that word affirmation, just because most people associate it with that weird shit you find on the internet. Those really fancy sounding mantra, I don't even know what they are. Things that you hear and you read them and people are like, oh, read these every day, it'll change your life. And you read them and you're like, no one talks like that. I'm so abundant and life is just magical and I live in a fairyland. And you're like, I'm not going to say that. So I just think of it as a new thought. I'm going to change what I'm saying to what I want it to be. If I use affirmation, that's what I mean by affirmation. But it's just, I used to say, I hate my life. So when I'd catch myself, nope, I love my life. And I don't care what's happening in front of my face. I'm still doing this. I don't give a shit what just happened. I love my life. My life's perfect. Nope, I don't hate my life. My life's perfect. I always get what I want. Nope. Nope. Every single time, no matter what happens, to bring that thought up, nope, actually, I love my life. My life's perfect. I love my life. I'm so happy. I love my life. Once you're aware that you're doing that, you will catch yourself doing it, and then you need to just switch the thought. That's all you have to do. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to question it. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to do anything other than choose to think something different. And that's where that limitless thing comes into play. You can literally think whatever you want. You can think I hate my life. You can think I love my life. You can think anything in between or greater or whatever. I don't know. You're limitless. What do you want to be true about the situation that's pissing you off or upsetting you or making you miserable? What do you wish was true instead? When you start to think about it the way that you don't want it to be, start telling yourself that it's perfect. You can even just use that. I use that as an affirmation all the time, as a new thought all the time, as a whatever you want to call it all the time. Everything's perfect. My life's perfect. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. You can choose as a limitless person, as a limitless being, to be perfect, to have everything, to be super happy, to always be happy, to get what you want, for things to be easy. There doesn't have to be steps. There doesn't have to be questioning. There doesn't have to be doubt. There doesn't have nothing. I want this. I'm going to tell myself I have it. You are a limitless being. Choose what you want and tell yourself you have it. That's all manifestation is. But that is also, in my experience, something that can be kind of the downfall of realizing that is, oh, I'm limitless. I can have whatever I want. Literally, you can tell yourself anything and it will become true if you tell yourself enough. And it's not so much telling yourself enough, it's letting go of the old thing and choosing the new thing. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. And doing it, and doing it, and doing it, and doing it until things start to shift in front of your face. And then you naturally just start telling yourself, I love my life. I love my life. Oh my God, I love my life. I'm so lucky. I love my life. But you are limitless. You can do You can have, you can be, you can try, you can do whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. You can have whatever thought process you want to have about whatever. So stop thinking that you're limited. Stop thinking that being limitless is a downfall, and see it as the greatest opportunity that you get to have and do and be and experience whatever you want to experience. So what do you want to experience? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I will see you next time. Love and light.